What's going to happen there? Then, I wanted to mention something else, guys. For Arsenal fans, Piero Hincapié, don't forget about Piero Hincapié, because it's been quiet on the media in the last 24 hours. But I can tell you that the conversations continue, from what I'm told. Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, agent of Piero Hincapié, even if the deal is already agreed with the player, the contract is agreed. Hincapié wants to go to Arsenal. Now, they need a green light from Bayer Leverkusen. So, my understanding is, if Bayer Leverkusen accept Arsenal terms for this deal, so loan with obligation to buy, payment terms after they already spent big money this summer to schedule a different kind of payment structure, Hincapié can go to Arsenal and Jakub Kiwior can go to Porto. So this is the ideal, this is the domino. If Bayer Leverkusen don't accept that, this could also influence the Jakub Kiwior deal. So this is why Kiwior is still not on a plane to travel to Portugal and become a new Porto player. Despite the reports we had a few days ago, this was not done because it depends on Hincapié. So Arsenal will only let Kiwior leave if Hincapié is coming or a centre-back is coming, but the player they want is Hincapié, as of today. So let's follow the situation for Hincapié, but I can guarantee, again, that the player wants to go to Arsenal. Again, that Arsenal want Hincapié, and that the conversations are taking place. So don't forget Hincapié and Arsenal for the final days of this crazy transfer window for Arsenal, and not only.
So guys, I mean, they got their 7th signing of the summer in an Eberechi Eze, and we then thought, right, focus is on sales, but they are still wanting to recruit in this transfer window. They remain in talks with Bayer Leverkusen over the signing of the Ecuador international defender Piero Hincapié. Discussions are over a fee and the structure of a deal. Now, look, Hincapié has actually got a release clause in his contract, £52 million, but we think Arsenal would want to negotiate on that release clause. Now, the Bayer Leverkusen director of sport, Simon Rolfs, he's actually been speaking about Hincapié. He says Leverkusen do not want to let him go, and we have yet to receive an official offer, which we shouldn't be surprised about because they're still in discussions before Arsenal will then make their move. But with just 5 days to go, I mentioned those sales. I think this all linked to what Arsenal want to do with their squad, with potential players leaving. Jakub Kiwior is one that is edging ever closer to Porto. We think that deal is worth around £26 million all in, which includes a loan fee and an obligation price. It could go even higher than that, depending on how he performs and how Porto perform as well. So I think at the moment, Arsenal not done incomings or outgoings.
Does outgoings include Reiss Nelson?
Yes, it does. I think they're listening to suitable offers for him. We've been speaking throughout this transfer window that it was Fulham who are at the forefront of those talks. They had him on loan, remember, for the entire season last season, but he got an injury, didn't he? Halfway through that season, didn't play since the start of December. They've gone back in for him in this transfer window. However, they look like they are focusing on alternative targets, and it's now Crystal Palace who look like they're in pole position to sign Reiss Nelson. They are in talks with Arsenal over a permanent deal. We think the fee under discussion is around £15 million. He's entered the final 2 years of his contract, hasn't featured at all in the opening 2 Premier League games, so one to keep an eye on in the last few days.
Arsenal appears to be making significant strides in securing the services of Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen, as the Ecuadorian defender has reportedly expressed a strong desire to join the North London club before the summer transfer window concludes. With negotiations advancing rapidly, sources suggest that Hincapié's intentions have been clearly communicated, indicating his readiness to make the switch to the Premier League in pursuit of new challenges and greater exposure. As the transfer deadline approaches, Arsenal's efforts to reinforce their defensive line with the talented centre-back seem increasingly promising, particularly given the player's commitment to finalizing the move.